Hey YouTube, out here at the wood yard looking at my firewood processor that I built. I think it's gonna work. I think. The way that this works is I've got a grapple claw here. This is 1/4 inch steel, so I had to kind of file this down so that, or I used a grinder, but get it down into a point so that way it would really stab into the wood. This is connected to a winch cable here. This goes over, clips onto the log, and this gets pulled back by a winch. And this is kind of my, I guess call it seatbelt, safety lanyard, whatever you want to call it. This would prevent this from going any further than right here in the event that this slips out and it comes flying because it's under a tension from the winch. I stand here like so, and I've got a winch remote in my hand, and I hit the button, the wood comes over. From the edge of my chain here to the edge of this is 16 3/4 inches. So basically if I have a finger's width between the end of the wood and the side of this board here, I'm cutting perfect 16s. Theoretically, they roll down the hill and then they arrive down here, which I'll show you guys next. All right, so the wood comes down the chute here, and basically this stump is sitting here because I don't want it to go up to the front of the trailer, but it comes down, lands right here, grab the piece of wood, put it here, split it, toss it into the tote. In the interest of full disclosure, this is all temporary. It's built on pallets. The extension ladder is here basically so that way when the winch is pulling, it doesn't shift the entire thing over. This is just kind of a big wedge. If this all works out, I'll end up setting this up permanently in building stands and all kinds of stuff. But I've got a battery here, a little solar trickle. My winch here runs up, and when it runs up, goes through the snatch block. Then it kind of heads over here, and this is built out of strut, and this is just a twisted clevis here. I'm kind of using this as a pulley, so basically this goes through there and it goes to the end. So I should be able to stand here with the remote, hit the button, advance 16 inches, cut it, and then advance 16 more, cut it, while the wood is going down the chute. Previously, I had this mount down, I don't know, it's probably 3-4 inches lower. And what happened was with this lower, the saw naturally hits right here. So when it's hitting here, this is about as far up as it would go. So what happens is the log, being this one, won't fit. So I lifted up the pivot point, and now it, that gave me about 3 more inches-ish of clearance from here to here. So see how it goes. That's going to be close. And I forgot the remote. All right, so I got the remote on. Let's see how this goes. Is it going to clear? Don't hit the post. So, just my luck. It appears that it's going to clear the saw, but it's a little bit, this guy's in the way. It's kind of flexed a little bit, but there we go. There we go. Full disclosure, I did not cut these trees. This is from the tree service, so they kind of left a lot of knots and knobs on the sides. So, but like I said, I didn't cut it, so I'm not going to complain about that. I think it's going to work. Let's check it out. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna call that a success. If we look at the wood, these have all got to be almost exactly 16. I'll say 16 plus or minus quarter inch, half inch at absolute most. So everything just rolled down here by itself, and now I move on to the splitter.